Sweet. I think it's working. Oh, this is so weird not being able to see myself on the screen, but okay. What's up to my very first YouTube stream where I'm gonna be doing NFT updates accompanied by some chill hop lo-fi. Wait, where do I... Let me write that. What's up? First viewer. Win whitelist. When you turn on notifications, that's when the whitelist gonna happen. Can you hear me okay? First live stream. This is exciting. How do I pin this message? Nice. Okay. So, let me know if you can hear things. All good. Force notifications. Stop. Okay, so check it out. Let's start with Crypto Slam. This is literally what I do every single morning. First thing when I check my phone, I look at all of these different websites. So first, when I use Crypto Slam to look at blockchains by NFT sales volume, just to kind of see where everyone else is in relation to Ethereum. I still think Ethereum is going to be like the home of NFTs with, you know, a chill $94.2 million in sales volume in the last 24 hours. But Ronin is a second, Solana is a second, Avalanche is below Flow, which is kind of surprising. But let's go to Dune Analytics and just to look at the Ethereum monthly volume. This is us right now, February. This was last month, which is insane because this was NFT summer last year, and last month has already like outperformed it. So there is no slowing down here. I also like to look at the monthly active traders on OpenSea and then the total traders over time. We're at over 1 million right now. Does it tell you exactly how many? Yeah, just like a little bit, 1.2 million. And then they show you Polygon too, but no one really cares about Polygon that much right now. Okay, so let's refresh this page and check out the top NFTs by the last 24 hours. First one, you have Lives of Asuna, which I actually did mention in my previous videos. And they actually did a post-reveal dump, which is quite common. Usually there's a bit of a pump that leads to the reveal. And then once people find out that they have a bunch of floors, they pretty much just dump everything, get liquidity, and move on to the next pump. This one is really sad. Pixelmon, they minted at 3 ETH and is now a floor price of 1.05. This is basically for a game that hasn't been fully created or released, and it's kind of like a lottery ticket to something that is to be created, which is literally every single gaming project right now saying we are going to create something. So yeah, no sympathy for you if you minted Pixelmon at 3 ETH. Mutant Ape, they're at 20, about 21. Cool Pets, down the last 24 hours to like 2.39. But we're also going to check the LooksRare prices too, because those floors are a little bit different. And sometimes the floors on LooksRare are going to be a little higher. But the volume right now is always going to be higher on OpenSea. Clone X is high like usual. Karafuru, this is the one I also mentioned in my previous video. Very hard to get whitelisted for. I got lucky with a raffle, but this one minted at 0.2 for the whitelist. And then public sale was, I believe, a Dutch auction. And at their peak, they were selling for around 5. So insane profit if you were able to mint it and then sell immediately. Bored Ape, 96. It's down about 31% just in the last 24 hours and down 68% the last week. Honestly, like this whole past week has been kind of meh for NFTs. Everything's just kind of been dumping a little bit, and the only things that really have any sort of green, in the last week are things that came out recently. So the cool pets were being minted recently, like some earlier last week when you had the allow list, and then they had some delays, and then they resumed minting this week. So that's why you see this little pump right here. Pixelmon didn't even have a green. CryptoPunks, the OGs, long lost. This is another new project. That's why it's got a little green. Even Azuki's been dumping about 70% the last week or so. It's still a strong, solid team. I mean, stacked team members, so this is more of a long-term hold for me. NFT Worlds has massively pumped this week. They were at around 3.2 just a few days, if not last week. Let's see, this one's a new one. Meta Eagle Club, floor price 0.61. World of Women has come up. They are at a nice fat 10.99 floor right now. And this is a project that started last year and pretty much was kind of flat for most of last year throughout NFT summer. And then now, seemingly out of nowhere, they're up at a 2-digit floor price. Volume's decent. HAPE is around 4.29. Decent volume. I think this is the 24-hour volume. Let's see. Monster Ape. Zipsy's dumped hard. They were up to 6 at some point before reveal. So this is kind of the trend that's been happening, is that new projects will build a lot of hype and they'll do all this marketing and influencer partnerships and giveaways and, you know, Twitter engagement farming. And everyone will speculate on the project up till reveal. And then, like, as soon as reveal happens, it just dumps. So a lot of these don't ever make it to become long-term projects with sustainability. Let's see. Doodles has really proven to be a long-term hold, though. They're still at 13.88. Come down a little bit, 6%, which really is nothing in the NFT space. Hype Bears official. Raid Party Heroes, I've heard mixed reviews, but this could be a possible entry point. Cool Cats is around 11.5. There's been some communication, what would you say? Like communication issues, lack of communication. There could have just been better communication from the team in regards to the new game that's being built, that is getting released, and then the cool pets that have been minted and they're going to be revealed soon. So the team is definitely owning up to it and they're being transparent with it. So I still am bullish on the Cool Cats team, but definitely had a bit of a dip this past week or so with what happened. VFriends, they're gearing up for book games. So the new reveal by Gary V, who is the guy, you know, doing VFriends, he basically said that the book game tokens are going to be what allows you to mint Season 2 of VFriends. And if you look at how VFriends are doing right now, this is just Season 1. A lot of people would say that the floor of these book game NFTs are very undervalued. And right now, or the last I checked, it was about 0.2 ETH, and they're all on Token Trove, which is IMX. So it's going to be layer 2. You got to bridge your ETH over, and transactions are pretty much gasless. So I'm very interested to see what the book games ends up being, as well as, you know, Season 2. Creeps Genesis has really fallen. They're down almost 63% in the last week. I think a little more if you look at the last 14 days. The MFers, it's a really funny, cutesy like meme. They're doing pretty well. They were above 1 ETH for a little bit, and I think a lot of people that minted took profit, and now you're kind of seeing the membership switch up a little bit, but this one could be like a medium-term hold. Adidas is straight up your stablecoin NFT. Zoo Friends was another new one. Seems like they've already dumped a little bit. Boss Beauty's kind of becoming a stable between 2 and 3 ETH, but they do have a lot of strategic partnerships in the real world lined up, like with Marvel and whatnot. So this one could be a potential long-term hold if you can get in at the right dip. Decentraland down to 4.9. ENS had a pump in the last 7 days and then a little bit of a dump recently, and I think part of that is because of the whole drama that came out with one of the guys who started ENS being accused of, you know, look at his old tweets and he was homophobic and whatnot. So ironically, put ENS back on the map. So there you go. Let's see what else. Killer Girlfriend. No, it's down a little bit. I was going to get one of these, and they were at 1.67, so I'm glad I didn't. Sometimes patience is like the name of the game. Let's see. Capsule House is something that I'm looking to pick up as well. Hedgies are really cute. So these were dropped to basically key participants in the DYDX ecosystem. So basically no US citizens. So there's like a free NFT airdrop for participating. And DYDX has really rewarded like probably one of the best protocols to have interacted with aside from, you know, OpenSea and ENS. Those were some of the most richly rewarded participants in the Web3 ecosystem. This one personally I like because it's very like themed of supporting Asian Americans in the NFT space and creative space and creating a launch pad for different artists to be able to, you know, design and build their projects out. They minted, I think, at like 0.05, 0.06, and they were at 0.12 the last couple of days. So, not sure why this is showing negative 55%. Cyberkongs. Super Farm. This one is interesting because I know it's related to Elio Trades, who's like this massive YouTuber. So I'm kind of surprised that the floor price is so low right now. Let's see what else. Alien Friends. Kind of lost interest in that. Slotty's kind of had a slow move up. I think this is more of a long-term gamble. It's supposed to be like this online gambling ecosystem where holding an NFT earns you percentage of the online casino's revenue. So it's sort of like this revenue sharing NFT system, but obviously like it only works if the ecosystem is successful. So if you're into that, let's see what else. Yeah, a lot of these at the bottom are kind of projects that have been out for a while. So let's see what's minting.live. I like to check this website every day kind of just to see what's minting. And usually if the ETH gas score is really, really high, then I immediately come here. If I can't find the contract activity on Etherscan, I'm like, what is making the gas so high? Right now it's pretty dead. You can tell how popular a project is by the number of transactions and how much gas they're using up. And this side will tell you, you know, 0.52 ETH spent on gas and 2.5 spent on art. And sometimes you'll see that like here. Oh, wait. The gas spent is higher than what was spent on the art. So this benefits miners, not project creators. Let's see, Mutant Ape Planet. So I've heard of the Munchies NFT collection. And obviously 888 Inner Circle. This is probably like a new segmentation of their existing group. Pink Realm, Yellow Realm, Pixelmon, Red Realm. Looks like it's getting gamified. Nothing that I'm really too interested in right now. So the other tool that I like to use is ic.tools. And this tells me what's trending by sales. So you can look at what's minting, and then you can look at what's actually selling. I don't have the premium, but if you did, you could view it down to a minute, which I don't think is really necessary for myself personally. I think 1 hour is pretty good. And so these are all the different ones that are trending in sales right now. Unless we can do it by, so number of sales, Crypto Nobles is the top one right now, and House Phases is number 2. I've heard of this one vaguely. Meta Angels, not really interested. Lives of Asuna, unfortunately I'm a back holder. Karafuru, very nice. Cool pets. So, fun fact, Mev Army is the project of Blau's brother, because Blau made a tweet the other day that was like, congrats bro on your successful project. So, fun fact, the founders already got some inside relationships. Well, not inside, but like, you know, strong ties to the whole community, both in music and crypto. If that's something that you look for before buying into a project. I feel like I want to pick up a Fortune Friends. Probably make an offer on LooksRare. Probably look more into Beepos too. This one I've seen a lot recently. I'm not sure why. I definitely want to pick up more cool pets if they dip below 1.5, below 2 maybe. Some of these it's really, well, obviously it's really risky to buy a dip because you don't know if you're actually buying a dip before it moons again, pumps, or if you're literally just catching a falling knife. So that's kind of the risk here. Let's see. Whoops. Let's go to Discover. So if you go to Discover, you can also see what's how many have already been minted. But yeah, so it's kind of like the same ones that were the leaderboards for a while. Let's go to Minty Score. So this is like a relatively new website that helps you rate which projects will most likely sell out. And if you notice, this one gave Fortune Friends Club a 93 Minty Score, which is really, really high. I kind of look for projects that are generally like 95 and above. But those are really hard to get into because they're all whitelisted. They're all, you know, you got to slave in the Discord for an eternity and jump through 50 hoops. But right now the top 3 are Invisible Friends, Squiggles, and Dape. I was kind of surprised to see Squiggles as number 2 because I thought they were in a lawsuit with Doodles. But yeah, they're definitely very hyped. All of these are very, very hyped. Dape is Doodle Ape, so both of these are kind of like Doodle derivatives in a way. It also tells you what today's drops are, which could be interesting. These all have really low scores, so I probably wouldn't pick any of these up, except for Fortune Friends Club. What Fortune Friends Club is doing right now is they close their Discord, but you can do a raffle to see if you can be part of the public mint. So I thought that was kind of an interesting way to avoid a gas war for public mints. Very thoughtful. Let's see, whitelist news. CyberGals was another one that I'd heard of before. They were being promoted by Pixelmon. I think there was some sort of partnership or promotion with them. But outside of that, I haven't really seen much about them. Let's see. Brian NFT collection. I think I entered a raffle for that. Cool. And then let's look at NFT scoring to see what the market is. Market cap of $8.4 million. Volume, not bad, not bad. So it's going to be very similar to what you see on the OpenSea chart. These are kind of your, you know, I want to say like heavyweights. They're kind of like the long time heavyweights now with the Punks, the Apes, Decentraland, Sandbox, Artifact, Azuki just coming out of nowhere being like a blue chip. Okay. Cool Cats and Doodles. I'm still coping really hard with my Doodles. Can't believe I sold. Let's see, what else? Is this? I think this is all time. Oh no, it's 24 hours. And what's interesting, you can also do it by market cap too. 2%. So if you range it by 24 hours, you can kind of see which ones are pumping right now. Pop Art Cats is another good one that's pumping 26% right now. Let's see. Their creator is, I think he's a TikTok influencer first, or maybe he was like an Instagram influencer, but either way, he makes these really cool social media videos of him painting all these different pieces. And he recently launched an NFT collection called the Pop Art Cats. And holders get, you know, they get like airdropped other Pop Art Cats, or they can win physical art pieces by Matt Chesko. It's kind of like a fun digital world tied to the real life world, which some projects are trying, but I feel like right now the space isn't really about that. I think people are more just interested in the digital side of it, and they don't really care as much about the real world, I guess, benefits. Because like one example I can think of is Boss Beauties. When they announced that they had a partnership with Marvel, the price barely pumped. Like you would think that somebody just name dropping Marvel, the price would have gone through the roof, but it was just like a very little modest pump. So who knows? Who knows? But yeah. Oh, I also said I was going to look at LooksRare. LooksRare right now is still kind of in beta though. If you go to the collections, a lot of it is wash trading. Don't hate the player, hate the game. So some of these top projects that are being traded, it's not really an accurate view of like top projects because, like for example, Meebits, they don't have a creator royalty. So when you wash trade between your own wallets, you're kind of like just trading for a gain because you're not really paying creator fees every time. The only fees that you pay would be the 2% LooksRare, exchange fees, but part of that is given back to the holders. So if you hold the Looks token and you stake it, you're basically paying yourself every time you wash trade. So that's why you're seeing Meebits at number 1, probably since LooksRare launched. Here's Bored Ape at number 8. That's one clue that you know this chart isn't that accurate. But hopefully as you know they roll out more developments with the UI and just the whole experience in general, this chart will sort itself out. Listen, as long as Cool Cats is on the chart, I'm good. And of course, you know, Azuki. I really want to pick up an Azuki. I'm trying to flip my way to an Azuki and then to an 8. That's what we're here to do. But yeah, so this is looks rare. I really like it because you can make an offer for an entire collection. Whereas on OpenSea, you can't do that. So when I buy something, I prefer looks rare. But obviously, I'm going to look at the charts on OpenSea. So yeah. 211 just minted today. Sweet. What are, oh, flow tokens. Yeah, so Ivan, I've actually talked to some friends who do buy on Flow, and it's not bad. But no, I didn't get Azuki. I said I wish I did. I literally watched it mint out within seconds. I think it was like 2 ETH or 1 ETH. And for me, I was like, I'm not putting my liquidity in that. I was hoping for a post-reveal dump, but instead, this thing just like skyrocketed. So there was no chance for me to get into Azuki unless I was whitelisted. 90 Nomads. I'll check out 211 too. Where did we see that? Was that here? Nope. Where did we see 2112? Sounds familiar. Oh, the two. Oh. The run. Well, if it's minting today, we should be able to see it on this website if there's minting activity. Yeah, sometimes like I don't even look at mints unless they show up on this website because otherwise I'm like, what's the point? There's no activity. But yeah, so I just want to keep these really quick. I think it's already been about 4 minutes. I'm going to try and do these at least once a week. Just kind of like in the morning, hey, what are the NFT stuff going on? And then my regular videos once a week as well. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave me a comment. I will see you in the next one. Bye.